Oxford's Venetian moment, the Great Wellington Flood of 1852. Picture this, mid-November 1852. Instead of punting lazily down the Thames, or Isis, as we Oxford folk call it, imagine actual boats, full-sized ones, ferrying perplexed passengers to the train station. No, this wasn't an elaborate tourist stunt. This was Oxford experiencing its very own, rather damp Venetian moment during what became known as the Great Wellington Flood. While the nation mourned the recently departed Duke of Wellington, Oxfordshire was busy grappling with a more immediate concern. Water. Lots of it. Record-breaking rainfall turned our usually sedate rivers, the Cherwell and the Isis, into raging torrents that quickly burst their banks. The result? A landscape transformed. Oxford literally stood in a sea of water. One rather dramatic but wholly accurate account declared. And it wasn't just a bit of a puddle. Light boats could, quite delightfully, be rowed nearly up to their college walls. Forget your formal academic gowns. This was the season for Wellington boots, how fitting, and perhaps a sturdy pair of waders. The usually pristine Christchurch meadows vanished beneath a vast muddy lake, offering startled dons a peep of itself upside down in the glassy mirror. One can only imagine the consternation of a scholar expecting a tranquil stroll, only to find their usual path replaced by an impromptu canal. The disruption was surprisingly cinematic. The Great Western Railway line, our trusty link to the outside world, found itself submerged. For days, intrepid commuters had to abandon their carriages for rowboats, navigating flooded tracks to reach the main station. It sounds like something straight out of a steampunk adventure novel. Of course, it wasn't all picturesque boat rides. The flood caused genuine hardship, particularly in the lower-lying areas. But historical accounts also paint a picture of a community adapting with a certain British grit, and perhaps a touch of bewildered amusement. The 1852 flood wasn't just a disaster. It was a grand, unplanned transformation of the city, a brief, watery rain that turned familiar streets into navigable waterways and gave Oxford a truly unforgettable tale to tell. Just imagine the stories around the pub fires that winter.